In the car world, the Mokka nameplate, despite being less than a decade old, is almost as famous as Fiesta, Qashqai or Clio. But this is a Vauxhall Mokka like you've never seen before. This new Mokka, available with petrol, diesel and pure electric powertrains, is on sale now, with first customer cars due in the spring of 2021. The Mokka-e, the car we'll be focusing on in this walk-around video, shares much of its mechanicals with the Peugeot E2008 and the forthcoming Citroën EC4, offering a similar 200-odd mile range and 100 kilowatt rapid charging. Vauxhall claims that the new Mokka is up to 120 kilos lighter than the old car and up to 30% stiffer. So in theory, it should be more efficient and more fun for the driver. We'll reserve judgment on that front until we've driven one on the road. Top speed is limited to 93 miles an hour, although that's unlikely to be too much cause for concern. Spend too long at these speeds and you'll see your range drop like a stone. The new Mokka brings with it a completely new face as well, heralding a fresh design direction which will feature on a variety of future Vauxhalls, from small cars to SUVs. Every model gets this new Vauxhall visor front end treatment. It's completely different to what went before, and these LED headlights are effectively integrated into this kind of faux grille with a big badge in the middle. It's certainly more distinctive. Now, I'm sure Vauxhall wouldn't mind me saying that the previous generation car was a little bit frumpy. A big seller, no doubt, but not a timeless classic. From the side, like so many of the Mokka's main rivals, this car gets this cool, tapering roofline. Now, obviously, you can set your Mokka apart from the crowd by selecting one of these two-tone paint options, but even in a more mundane colour, this new Mokka catches the eye like the old one never could. The big alloy wheels on this model at least have been pushed right out into the corners of the car, which gives this model its pronounced rear end. There's a lot going on, but to our eyes at least, it's a cohesive design. Just like its Peugeot, Citroën and DS siblings, the Vauxhall Mokka-e gets a 50 kilowatt battery as standard, with a usable capacity of 45 kilowatts. Unlike Volkswagen has done with its new ID.3, there are no plans to offer a variety of battery sizes, which means every model boasts near enough the same specs when it comes to range and charging. Total claimed range is 201 miles, whilst an 11 kilowatt onboard charger allows for fast top-ups from a 3-phase home wall box. Most buyers are likely to have access to a 3 or 7 kilowatt wall box, however, meaning charge times of between 7 and 14 hours are realistic. Find yourself a 100 kilowatt public rapid charger, however, and you'll boost the Mokka's batteries to 80% full in just 30 minutes. Inside, the all-new interior mimics that front end with a kind of darkened visor system for the centre of the dashboard. The latest generation infotainment system works across 2 screens of varying sizes, and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard across the range. All electric models get sat-nav and a variety of live services as well. Pleasingly, all of the touchpoints feature physical buttons. There are rotary dials for the climate control, and there are these shortcut buttons for things like the audio, nav and phone connectivity. It is a little bit dark in here, even without the SRI's dark headlining, but quality is very good and it's easily on par with this car's rivals. The Mokka-e is offered in 4 levels of trim: SE Nav Premium, SRI Nav Premium, Elite Nav Premium and Flashy Launch Edition spec. Prices for the SE Nav Premium start from £30,840 after the plug-in grant has been deducted. These cars get 16-inch alloys, LED headlights and automatic emergency braking as standard, plus sat-nav, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as we mentioned previously. SRI Nav Premium brings a sportier look with black exterior detailing, plus an upgraded infotainment system comprising a 10-inch touchscreen and a 12-inch driver's display, along with rear parking sensors and a reversing camera. Elite Nav Premium cars get even more standard kit, with highlights including adaptive cruise control, heated seats and 17-inch alloy wheels, while top-spec Launch Edition cars from a smidge under £35,000 come as standard with leather upholstery and advanced parking assistance. Of course, many people will be looking at this new electric Mokka as potential family transport, and I'm pleased to announce that it doesn't disappoint in this area. I'm just over 6 foot tall and there is plenty of knee room and plenty of headroom thanks to this clever roof design for me to sit behind a similarly sized driver. There's no armrest in the middle, but there are pockets in the back of the seats, small door bins, USB ports down the bottom, and of course there's ISOFIX mountings on both of the outside seats. The boot measures in at 310 litres, which is a little bit shy of the class best. The Peugeot E2008, for example, a car with which this car shares many of its mechanicals, gets a 434-litre boot. The good news is that you get some underfloor storage and the floor actually moves, which means you've got somewhere to store your charge cables. Of course, we can't recommend that you run out immediately and buy a new Vauxhall Mokka-e, and that will have to wait until we've driven one on the road, something we hope to do early next year. But there's no denying that this sleek, sophisticated SUV brings that Mokka nameplate bang up to date. It is more expensive than the old model, but in reality, it's a wholly different proposition. Head to DrivingElectric.com for all the latest electric and hybrid car advice, news and reviews, and check us out on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Finally, while you're here, make sure you hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and turn on notifications to ensure you never miss a video.